is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Gun! Detroit!
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun! Detroit! Over!
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Going deep for Diggs. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Gun!
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And give him a gain of 37.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
56. Over.
They'll look to throw here. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. Incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Mariota again. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Lock in.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Let's go. Lock in. 18.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And now out comes Minnesota. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Gone!
They start the drive with Cook. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
One.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And he's able to find Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot! Detroit!
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out.
56. Gone, 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 gone. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Eluding the pressure right. Shreds the tackle. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, 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 gone.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Onto the field now come the Bears. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Lock in.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Lock in, lock in. Up, 180. Red up. Red up.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
18. Red up. Red up.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep, middle of it. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge getting to the quarterback. But he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has, able to play the run and the pass so well.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Over! Gun!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target. And it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Gun! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Watch it now, Barney! Hot!
They'll set up a throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Gun!
Now back to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Detroit!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. The Vikings on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll set up to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
Lock in. 18. And hands up.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Lock in. And hands up.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Lucky 56. Gone.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, Cook. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And he lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
We got plenty of weather here today. We got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome, and there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather, just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And an alley to run. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
18. Hey, 18. Red up. 18.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Trubisky to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Wide open receiver, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Lock in. Red up. 18. Red up.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, 18. Lock in. Red up.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Trying to improvise. Now Trubisky lost the football. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the lake effect snow set to continue for the 2nd half of action as we are back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, gotta go.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st, they go right back to Howard. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Lock in. Ran, up.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Flushed out right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. Sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. They run. This is Cohen. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
And Parkey's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. They had it 1st and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes. So they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
It's the Vikings. Turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch him now, Barney!
They're going to look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. First down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on second down. Now they got to come up with something big here on third.
The Vikings on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Watch him now, Barney!
He'll look to throw. Left side caught by Diggs. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league,
and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Over.
They'll drop the throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start with a give to Cohen. Sheds off the tackle. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Move. Lock in.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Lock in. Red up. Move. Hey, 18.
On second down, Trubisky eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Lock in. Red up. Hey, 18. Red up.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And now out comes Minnesota. Again, this is Cook. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. Khalil Mack. a sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taking on the midfield logo. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Lock in. Red, up. Right there. Red, up. Blue. Hey, 18. Yep.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Lock in. Red, up. Red.
Now it's Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10.
Gone! Watch it now, Barney!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Watch it now, Barney! Gone!
They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Gone!
He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This is taken around the 12. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Lock in, lock in.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky, and this is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
18. Sit up. 180. 18. Reds up.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Hey, 18. Reds up. Reds up. Run.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, and he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
18. Reds up.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And no, it's incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now, look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
They'll give it to him up the middle. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Lucky 56. Over. Gone.
Looking to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Travis Kelce, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. Uses the spin, and now running right through it. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of it.
It caused every bit.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his left. Wiggles free. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Aaron Lynch. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Watch it now, Barney.
Handoff comes to Cook. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 19. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. And that one, all Packers right now. They've scored again. If they can win that game, it would mean win number 11 for them on the season. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. Khalil Mack in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season.
Lock in. Red, up.
Now Cohen. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know, when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. Now a toss coming right side. That's Howard. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the Vikings hands team able to recover. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On the ground, it's Cook. And he's taken down inside the 30. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They run again on first down. Cook. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. Keeps himself upright. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet.